Are you still using paint.net to edit your Roblox clothing? If so, uninstall that and watch this video. My name is Bella, these are my credentials, and I'm going to teach you how to use Medibang. Medibang Paint Pro is a free digital drawing software, and I will leave the link to this website in the description. Once you're here, you're going to go to the download tab at the top. You're going to click that, and it should bring you to the download page. This is available on desktop, iPad, and mobile, so whatever device you're using, it should work. For me, I'm going to get it on desktop, so I'm going to scroll down to Medibang Paint Pro, and I'm going to download it for Windows. You should see it downloading, and once it's finally downloaded, you can open it up and follow through with the install. When you first open Medibang Paint Pro for the first time, you're going to see a couple advertisements. These we can just close out because we won't be needing them at all. After you close those out, you're left with a blank canvas. This is helpful. It shows you a couple of quick actions to start your projects, but we don't use those. To actually start your project, we're going to navigate to File at the top left, and then Open or Open Recent File to find your template. Now that your template's open, make sure you check the bottom left to see that 585 by 559 because that is the size the template needs to be in order to upload. Now if you scroll up and down with your mouse wheel, it will zoom in and out of your project. This is helpful for getting into some finer details or just seeing the whole project all at once. Clicking down on your left mouse button will draw with whatever you're using, and clicking down on your right mouse button will select whatever color your mouse is pointing at. Zooming in on the left side of the screen, we have lots of tools available to us. They are Brush, Eraser, Eraser Lasso, Shape Brush, and Dot, Move, Fill, Bucket, and Gradient, Select, Lasso, Magic Pen, Select Eraser, and lastly, Text, Operation, Divide, Eyedropper, and Hand. The next section is our color section. You can either pick a color by using the color scroll wheel. This is helpful for finding any shade you want specifically. And you can also change the color value. I've never used that before. And lastly, you can save colors, and you can also find pre-made colors. Right underneath the color wheel, we have our brush control. There's two lines here. The top one changes the size of the brush, and the bottom one changes the opacity of the brush. Just below that, we have all of our brushes. You will start off with less brushes than what I have here. I have some custom brushes that I imported, which is why I like Medibang so much. You can make your own custom brushes. But you start off with a lot of really useful brushes, and you can also create them right in the program. Personally, my favorites here are Pencil, Taper, Lace 1 and Lace 2, Smudge, Airbrush, and finally, Blur. At the top right, you have a viewport. This is your whole project in a glimpse. If you scroll in and out, you can see exactly where you're looking. That way you know where you are in your project. Below that, we have our layers. There is a lot you can do with the layer tabs. You can add new layers, you can move your layers, you can format and rename your layers. Up here we have Project Alpha, Clipping, and Lock. Clipping will put the top layer inside of the bottom layer, and the lock will lock that layer so it can't be edited. This is the opacity for layers and also the blending mode. These are helpful for kind of overlaying different things. And then at the bottom, we have all of our layer functionality. You can create new layers, you can create layer folders, you can duplicate and copy and also delete layers. We will not be using any of the 8 or 1 BPP layers because I don't have any reason for them. To start a new project, I always start by creating a new layer with this button and clicking and dragging it below our template. Now you can pick a color. I'm going to go for this nice coral color, and we're going to change the brush size to about 2 pixels. As you can see, you can draw. Click Ctrl Z to undo it, or Ctrl Y to redo it. At the top of the screen, we have some fun tools to use with our brushes. We have one that gives you diagonal lines. We have one that gives you horizontal and vertical lines. We have one that gives you kind of like a sun ray design. One that gives you like a starburst design. a circle design, a curve design, and finally an ellipses design. This is the one that we will use most often. If you ever mess up the placement of these tools, you can redo them by clicking the settings icon and it will let you replace it. Now to start, we're going to take that ellipses tool and we're going to make a shape and place it right about on this top line here. You can drag it with the red bar. Draw out your circle and close out of it, and this will be our neckline. Now we'll take a slightly lighter color and we'll make another layer underneath that first one. If we pick the fill tool, it will let us block out these colors. Click and drag to fill up the space. Now for the spots you can't get with that tool, we're going to use the brush with a slightly larger diameter to fill in those spaces. Don't forget to fill in the arms as well. So there's a very basic start to how to create your first shirt. That was basically just to show you all the tools that Medibang offers you. As for finding inspiration for all of my clothing, I use Pinterest. Pinterest is really nice because as you find things that you like, it will suggest you similar options. That is all I have for you guys in this video. In the next one, I will start going over how to design shading and wrinkles in your clothing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!